up, fam? You have to be able to adapt with the times. You have to be able to learn how to adapt with the times. A lot of you are fighting hard to stay the same, right? A lot of you are fighting hard to stay the same. We have to be able to learn how to adapt with the times. This is important, right? And this, what it means with the times, it means, of course, you can talk about society, technology. We could talk about where we are as a whole, right? 2022. Of course, we could talk about that, adapting with the times. I'm talking more psychologically, adapt with the times. Meaning is a lot of people are still doing what is old to gain what is new. You can't do what is old to gain what is new. An old routine to get a new result, or an old way of doing things to get to a next level, or being around the same old people and expecting a different result while people are psychologically growing and dying. You can't do what is old to get a new result or to get something new, right? Got to be able to learn how to adapt. And what adapting and adjusting with the times means is when you take action, when you live your life, you have to see the moment where you fail. You have to see the moment something stops working. You have to see the moment that something no longer, this doesn't make sense anymore. You've outgrown a situation. Some people have outgrown a situation and continue to make the same moves. Some people outgrow a partnership. People outgrow a certain environment. Some people outgrow certain things, yet they stay the same. They continue to do the same moves, right? How do you expect to get a different result if you're doing the same moves? We must adapt with the times. Whatever is your experience right now, whatever it is that's going on in your life, whatever it is going on, you've made a moves. It led you up to this point, right? You made decisions that led you up to this point. You decided to do certain things, didn't work. You decided to do something else, didn't work. Okay, cool. What do? Do we stay the same, or do we adapt and adjust? Now, these are things that we look at. Oh, okay, of course this makes sense, right? Adapt and adjust. But you'll be surprised how many people are not interested in adapting and adjusting when they want to stay the same, right? I did it this way before and it got me so much results. I did it this way before. I used to live my life like this before and it got me so to where I am today. It got me so many different results, right? So, okay, because I did things a certain way, I'm afraid to change that. Because I did things a certain way that led me up to this point, it's like it was going so well. It was going so well. It was going so great. My workout routine was perfect. I don't know what's happening. I just hit a plateau. My business plan was working. I don't know what happened. I just hit a plateau. My relationship was going great, but I don't know what happened. I just hit a plateau. Everything was going the way it was supposed to go. I was doing things a certain way. My life was great when I had this job. This environment I moved to was great. Wow, this was an amazing environment. This environment that I live in now was great. Hit a plateau. We must adapt with the times. We must see our situation and see that, yes, I've outgrown it. Nothing stays the same. If we can see that nothing stays the same, that everything around us changes, if we can see that everything around us is adapting and adjusting and everything around us is psychologically growing or dying, then we will see, holy shit, there is nothing the same. Every moment's a new moment. Now, to hold on to something, to hold on to a way of a lifestyle, a way of being, to hold on to things that are no longer the same. We are actually declining psychologically as we speak, right? We're declining because everything around us is changing. I work my one job every single day, get the same amount of money I've been making for the last 3 years. but the world around you is changing, which means you're getting more broke by the second. Think about this. I work the same job. Inflation increases. The price of bread goes up. The price of milk goes up. The price of gas goes up. The price of rent goes up. Everything goes up besides your income. What happens? Right? We're holding on to an old way of doing things. So because we're afraid to change, we're afraid to do something else, we don't see it. We don't adapt with the times. Again, that's the job world. Business strategy. Now you're making these business moves. You're doing it. This is what worked before. It doesn't work now. Things change. People figured it out. It's saturated. A certain, billboards don't work like it used to. Commercials don't work like it used to. Strategies change. Things change. We got to figure out another business a business plan. Because if you keep doing the same strategy, you're going to get the same result, right? But I used to go live on MySpace, and MySpace used to be the great platform. Imagine doing content on MySpace now. Doesn't make sense, right? Doesn't make sense. You can't do content on MySpace now. You can, but nobody's going to watch it. It doesn't make sense. Adapt with the times. Psychologically, your relationship, you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. You got to adapt with the times. In all areas of your life, you're doing the same workout routine every single Monday through Friday. Got to adapt with the times. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same. When it comes to your job, your business, your relationships, your fitness, everything stays the same. We must be willing to adapt and adjust. You guys getting this? Give me some fire emojis if you're getting this morning, fam. Give me some fire emojis. Okay, I see you. That's what people we don't understand, right? Again, we fear ending the known. We fear ending a known that we've been doing for a long time. We fear putting an end to things because we don't know what life is going to look like. So most of us, what we do is we fight to stay the same because it's what we know. Now, regardless of the result of being the same, we fight to stay the same because at least we know how to maneuver, so we think within this environment, right? I've done things this way. I've gotten certain results before this way. I've lived my life this way. And because of that, I continue to do that in hopes that it gets a different result. I hope this gets me a different result. I hope things change. Because if I were to do something different, it will require new energy, a new lifestyle, a new change in routine. And that's what people are avoiding to do, right? So how can we look at our situation in a real way and look at, okay, where am I failing to adapt? What am I not seeing? What am I not learning about my situation? Right? Do I keep making the same moves and getting the same result? Do I continue to hold on to an old way of doing things? An old strategy of doing things? An old lifestyle? An old routine of doing things? Meaning this routine used to benefit me. Now this routine throughout the entire day does not benefit me anymore. Because I've outgrown the situation. I've outgrown the environment. I've outgrown the mindset. I've learned. I failed. I learned. I took action. I learned again. I failed again. I adapted. I adjusted. I made different moves. Where are we failing? We must see it within ourselves. Because this is what takes long for people to change, right? And here's what I mean by long. Change happens every single moment of your life. But the difference is people see things and they want to maintain what they already know, right? I have these beliefs. I have these ways of doing things. I have my mindset. So anything that I see that's different, I'm always fighting hard to stay within the limitations I created myself. This is what people are doing, right? I fight hard to stay within the limitations that I created within myself. Because doing anything different means total transformation, and I don't want total transformation because I don't know what life would look like with total transformation, no matter how miserable one's life is. Let's listen to what we're saying here. If change, what takes people so long to realize that things are changing, is this idea that, oh, okay, I can continue doing the same moves. I can continue being around the same environment. I can continue eating the same foods. I can continue to do the same thing that I've done before that worked. In hopes that things change. I hope I get a different end result when the results are in front of your face where it's no longer working for you anymore. It's right in front of your face. Wow, I worked this job, same money for the last 3 years. Inflation goes up, everything goes up besides my money. And I'm wondering why I'm broke. My business strategy, I've been marketing on MySpace when I should be marketing on the platforms that are here today, but I'm on MySpace. I'm on MySpace putting my business on magazine ads, on newspapers. Okay, I wish you the best. It's jokes, but you get my point. I've been doing the same diet plan. I've been doing the same moves, the same workout routine. I've been doing the same things, being around the same environment, the same people, and it's getting me. I hope things change. I hope I get a different result. This is what people are saying. I hope, I wish. Come on, come on. Instead of looking at how the situation, you've outgrown it. You've outgrown the situation. You've outgrown the environment. You've outgrown the people. You've outgrown the strategy. Things don't work as it used to. Attention went elsewhere, right? It's time to make an adjustment. Now, if you fail to do that, again, you will fight hard to stay the same. If you fail to do that, you will get left behind. If you fail to do that, you will not see what's actually going on. You're only seeing what you wish it was. You're not keeping your pulse on what is happening today in your life, in all areas of your life, because you're so stuck about what worked 2 years ago, what worked 3 years ago, what worked yesterday. You're not looking at things with a fresh mind. You're not looking at your situation and saying, wow, what am I doing that's the same, that's getting me the same result? Let me adapt. Let me adjust. Let me make different decisions. Let me move different. Let me think different. Let me question myself. People resist change. Of course, we're creatures of habit. That's why. We're creatures of habit. We don't want things to change while wishing things changed. So if we can see that, then we will not hesitate to make different decisions. You won't hesitate to make different moves. You won't hesitate to do new things. You won't hesitate to make an adjustment. Because you know that you're declining as we speak because you're looking to stay in the same. It's like this, the way, look, it's like this. It's like this. Ready? I'm on a boat that's sinking. Just imagine being on a boat that's sinking. And the boat that's going downhill. and it's about to crash, and you stay in the same boat wishing that the boat stops moving down. That's what people are doing. I'm on the Titanic going down, and I'm wishing and I'm hoping and I'm praying and I'm doing all these things. Okay, I hope that the boat just stops. Why do you hope the boat stops? I'm on the boat. It stops going down, stops sinking, right? It stays like that. Because it stays like that for a moment, you're like, oh, okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, cool. Don't make any moves. Hold on. We're good. It's not going down as fast. And then it goes down slowly again. The boat's going down. No. Wait. Okay, fuck. And then you stay on the boat. Why? Because I don't want to change this position. I don't want to jump off the boat. I don't want to swim. I don't want to open up the side of the fucking, I don't want to open up a lifeboat or a life jacket. I don't want to jump in the water. I don't want to ruin this dress or this outfit I have. I don't want to get soaked and wet. What if the sharks eat me? No. I'm going to go down with this boat because there's a opportunity that the boat would just stay stuck in this position, right? I stay stuck in this position while it's going down. I stay stuck in this position. Look, literally, the boat was like this. Now it's going down like this, but then it stops for a moment because you're like, oh, wow, this is great. Wow, okay, cool. All right, we cool. We don't have to jump off. All right, cool. Wait, hold on. Let's wait here until the Coast Guard comes and we get help. And while everybody's jumping off, yo, this shit about to crash. You hold on to stay the same. Do we see that? This is what people are doing in all areas of their life. Holding on, staying the same, wishing things were different. Shit doesn't work anymore. Certain strategies, certain ways of being doesn't work like it used to. Certain environments, certain people used to fuck around with doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work. I've outgrown the environment, the situation. But people, again, are on the Titanic. And then going down with the ship. Oh, this is how I do things. This is just my habits, my lifestyle, my patterns, how I live my life. And wishing that the boat stops sinking. Wishing that the boat stays the same. Wishing, damn, why, and then complaining why it's sinking. Stupid captain or, stupid, boat. You should have saw that as you start justifying, like you start complaining why the boat's sinking instead of thinking about how can I adapt and adjust this situation? How can I jump off the sinking boat? How can I swim? How can I do all these things? You guys see this? Give me some fire emojis if you're fucking with this right now. You're getting value out of this right now. Again, fam, I'm getting adjusted to these times, so don't mind my sleepy face. I go live at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Right now it's 7:52. Different times I'm going live, so I'm getting used to it. Let me scroll up and see some comments real quick. Ignoring the facts, yes, 100%. Denial, 100%. Green analogy. Change is not easy, otherwise everybody would not hesitate. Of course. The question is, why do you want it to be easy? Why do you want it to be easy? Why do you want it to be easy? What's your take on Joe Rogan? Silence him. People make mistakes and don't think he's racist. Whoa, I don't even know what's going on with Joe Rogan. I really, really don't know what's going on with Joe Rogan. I'm 100% real. I don't know. He's racist now. I don't know. I don't know. Creatures of habit and conditioning. I appreciate the way of breaking it down. More clarity. People resist change 100%. There's a thing, right? Like, we talk about how we want a different end result. But everybody's moving with this hesitation, right? We move with hesitation in hopes we make the right move, right? I want to make the right move, so I'm moving with hesitation. I want to make the right move because I don't want to change this position. So the thought of putting an end to my known situation, the thought of putting an end to my relationship, the thought of putting an end to my job, the thought of putting an end to my business strategy, the thought of putting an end to my environment, the thought of putting an end to how I do things, the thought of putting an end to my lifestyle that I'm living now, the thought of putting an end to what I'm used to doing. Even if I'm miserable, the thought of putting an end to misery means a change in lifestyle, a change in perspective, a change in my entire existence. How do I live? If someone has been a slave for all of their life, how does one live when they're free? The thought of freedom will be resisted if I'm afraid of putting an end of being a slave. Think about this. If I'm a slave, all I know, and this is how I move, and this is how I do things, the thought of putting an end of being a slave and being free, there's hesitation in that. People being in jail for 20 plus years, 25 years, 30 plus years. Damn, to get out of jail now? How am I? There's fear in my change in my environment. I've adapted to this jail cell. I've adapted to this environment. To be free now? To be free? The thought of changing something that people say, no, but you don't understand, The thought of changing my ways of doing things. We hesitate. And if you can know that you're hesitating, you create all these illusions and all these fears on why you can't do something new or why you can't change. We create all these things to why we can't, right? To why we can't. So we create these things, these illusions. Damn, I'm not good enough. I'm not this. All to fight hard to stay the same. I'm thinking this out. I get distracted a little bit by the comments, but not distracted, but like it opens up new thoughts. Appreciate it. Keep the comments coming. Keep the comments coming. Why, no matter the situation I'm in, my financial situation, my health, I could be overweight, I could be underweight, whatever it is. The thought of changing my ways of doing things. The thought of that. The thought of putting an end to the lifestyle that I'm comfortable with. The thought of doing something different. The thought of living life in another way, requiring new energy, new time. Look it for me. Look at me. Hey, I go from the East Coast to the West Coast, right? I'm here for a little while. The thought of going live at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time versus going live at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time, my brain is like, yo, I got to make an adjustment. I got to adapt. I got to change my entire routine. I got to change my ways of doing things. I got to move different. Now the brain is using so much senses. Okay, where do I work now? What do I do? How do I maneuver within this morning routine, right? Because I'm so used to doing so many things before I jump into lives when I'm in the East Coast. But on the West Coast, now it's like, what can I do because 7:30 is right there. I can wake up at 4, then 7:30 live. I'm not used to that. I'm used to waking up at 4, then 10:30 live, and then I have a whole solid. My whole mind is like, dude, what's going on, right? I'm using all these senses. Okay, what is my workout? Okay, where do I work out? Okay, I gotta figure out. My brain doesn't like the fact it takes so much energy and time to figure something new, to create something new. So because of that, check this, because of that, you get to a place where, okay, a lot of things you're going to fail in a lot of ways during this process, right? A lot of things you used to do, you won't do. Or certain things fall off. Or certain things, hey, I used to do it like this. Now there's a change in pattern. There's a change in environment. There's a change in energy. But people fear that. That's why they fight hard to stay the same. Oh, this is how we do things. And then we're living these patterns. We live it. And then people study your patterns and then they think they know you. People will study your patterns and think they know you. It's like, oh, you used to do it like this. You used to be like this. Hey, every time I used to call you at this time, you was available. Every time you used to... People study your patterns so they assume they know you. Like people assume they know what I'm going to say on this live because they listen to my... to thousands of my episodes, right? Hey, I always jump on his live. I already know what he's going to say. He has the quotes. He has this. He has this. So because you know, you don't listen, right? Because you think you know. Or you don't even tune in because it's like, oh, I think I already know he's going to say. He's going to say fear is an illusion. He's going to say, So you think, right? So the assumption game is because we move in a certain way, people will study that way and they think they know. So everybody's moving in patterns. Everybody's moving in habits. And then when you start breaking habit, breaking change, breaking what you've been doing up to this point, what happens? People are like, whoa, wow. You're moving different now. What's going on? Oh, you're moving. Whoa. You're doing things. You're not the same. You're doing things different. We must move. We must move differently. We must look at it, and going back to our original point, we must adapt and adjust with the times. We must adapt and adjust with the times. I think that's a limited mindset assumption, though, from the person observing. 100%. 100%. Fear of the unknown. You see, for a long time, again, don't get me excited because I can go another hour plus half. Listen, fear of the unknown is what I was saying this entire time. Fear of the unknown. But there is no fear of the unknown. You cannot fear something that you do not know. It's fear of ending the known and fear of changing the known. And that little shift in mentality, if you can see that, changes the whole game. If you can see that there is no fear of the unknown, it's fear of ending the known or the changing of it. And that right there is why people fight hard to stay the same. That right there is why people will do whatever they can to position their life in a certain way that what is old continues to remain. And that's what people are doing in their life. You guys getting this? Let me get some fire emojis, family. Give me some fire emojis below. When I come against resistance to something I struggle to move through, I check into my body. I ask, what does it feel? Expansive, contradicting, later, condition of safe. Let me see. scrolling up. All right, fam. Yo, I'm out of here. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Go sign up to my awareness journal, my daily awareness journal. I'm going to put up a entry later today. Yo, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'll catch you guys next time. You guys have a solid day. Take care, y'all. Peace.